Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Right then. Right then. Just while everybody's coming in, I will just check there's no more. Postman's balls is just about ready. I'm just giving you all a bit of a chance to get in and then say hello. There we go, everybody's there. Then we'll get onto it and sort of see if you want a last minute getting entries. I was having a little go with me, archery, a little go with me bow and arrow. I'm quite enjoying that as it goes. Right, how is everybody? Kevin's there, Eddie's there, Lorna's there. Hello Lorna, hello Kevin, hello Eddie. None of you have got anything better to do. Another bill. All these bills that they send me. I don't like bills. Anyway, the tax, duty amount. It's all the money I have to pay for imported goods. Nightmare. Right, the value was $150. I don't even know. Yeah, $150, and I have to pay 114 quid. I mean, it's a joke, isn't it? It's an absolute joke. How are people managing? I don't know how they're managing. Right, sheet number 5 is listed, and Lorna's tagged that to the top of the chat, I think. Unpinned, yeah, so it's pinned. So that's pinned to the top of the chat already. Brilliant, thank you, Lorna. And next stop, Britain's Got Talent. Cheers, Kevin. And so the sheet number 5 is up there, ready to go. Hopefully, it'd be great if we fill that up by tomorrow. Not going to do it today, are we? But we might do it tomorrow. Might do it overnight by tomorrow, and then we do the postman's balls in a minute, and that's it. There's all the blank spaces. Does anybody want to get any last minute entries whilst we have some blank spaces? No, Chris pinned it. Ah, right, with you. Well, one of you pinned it. That's all that matters. And I'll start setting it up ready for next week. So you've just got a couple of minutes, and then to set it up, and then that's it. And then we're going on. I'm doing the draw just while I set up next week's. So need to duplicate that one. 24th of March, that's next week, isn't it? So we need to duplicate that one. And save as draft. 31st. Oh, I mean, save draft. Right, and I'm about to close off tonight's one. Closes 17th of March. That's the one we need to turn into a draft. That's today's one. Published draft. Seventeenth, 24th, quick edit. Make that one published. That's it. That's it, and then we're ready. Bit of subliminals. Right. William to eat your heart out. Eddie feels sorry for his neighbour when he forgets what he's doing. I was just talking to my neighbour about that, as I missed. No, but I've got it organised in the garden so that even if I do miss, it's going to hit the shed or it's going to go further down the garden and hit the back fence. I don't do anything so that it can go over the fence. I've learned pretty good. Right, so, I mean, the conversation did come up as to whether or not, you know, we could stick an apple on Fran's head and get her to stand in the bottom of the garden, but she wasn't too chuffed at that idea. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't her most favourite idea. Right, a bit more subliminals. Andy B, you just bought two. Have you bought them? Ah, now, thing is, have you bought next week's or this week's? You might have bought next. Oh, you just got in time, you did. Cool, look at that. Talk about, you just got in there in time. 28. And 74. There we are. So they're the ones, there's the blank spaces that there are. So we're doing well on keeping that filled up or getting it more and more each week. Now, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I have to go back to there. Right, so you're in the drawer, Andy. Lucky Star, hello there. Nice to see you. Right, so just a little quickie one, because I texted someone earlier on to say, do you want to come over the field with me to do a bit of archery? Because we could go over the field if there's no one over there, take the target over there with us. So he might call for me. If he does, then I'll be going out to play. Right, so I better do this, don't you? handbag, bag hand. And we have 38. The other thing, because we might have a few. 38. Oh, look at that. Straight away we got a winner. Colin Ritchie, first one out the bag. Colin Ritchie. One. Colin Ritchie. Anybody fancy getting any envelopes or triple whammies? There are still some left. So far so good. You've been enjoying them. 42. No one on that. I won't lift it up every time, because when I lift it up you can just pause. I mean, if somebody wanted to, they can note down the numbers that I say there's no one on that, and then they can just go back to the paused area. 67. If anybody wants to cause us any problems, they can do what they like, but they'll have to work for it. Second. Jeffrey Brinklow gets second. That was quick, wasn't it? All the fours, 44. No one on that. So if you're one of those people from before that doesn't believe this or believe that or whatever, number 8, and you write down no one on that. You write down all the numbers where I say no one on that, and then you rewind and fast forward and rewind and fast forward and rewind and fast forward, and you do a little bit of work. There you go, 95. That is Mr. John White, who I'm really worried about in a minute. There we are. Okay, so first is Colin Ritchie, second Jeffrey Brinklow, and third John White. I'll leave that out, do that later. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for taking part. Next week we'll do it all over again. Now, in the meantime, you've got until 8 o'clock tonight. I'm actually going to start doing that earlier, because I was thinking about this the other night, and I was thinking, this isn't really that fair on Chris. He's been doing this a year. I mean, you know, fair's fair. We've been doing this a year, we have. But like, we close it off at 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not. What made me think of it was because I wasn't ready to do it at 8 o'clock, and I was having dinner, and it had to be done about an hour later. And I'm thinking, well, it's all very well, but then I send them to Chris. That's my job done. I've sent it to Chris, but now Chris has got the job of doing the bits and bobs. So, you know, that's later for him. So I may very well start closing it off earlier in the evening. I think maybe starting next week. I'll have a little think about it. Maybe have a little chat to Chris, but I think maybe we'll start closing it off like very early, 6 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. So start getting used to getting your entries early, because they're not. It's just 8 o'clock business is not going to go on forever, is what I'm saying. I don't think we need to do that anymore. But like I say, I'm going to have a little chat with Chris, because he doesn't know I'm thinking this. So I'm going to have a little chat to Chris, see what he thinks. Okay then, so Friday's draw for George and Hector is quite a few, as you can see. There they are. Get an entry in there if you want to be in the draw. Thank you all for everybody, and try and come and spank me tomorrow. Right, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, and I'll put a book down my trousers. All right then. Or get a standing entry. There, see? Good idea. Good idea. Get a standing entry. All right, lovely. Don't forget, if you buy a silver bar this week, you get 50% back. However, here's the thing. 50%, 75 quid. How about... No, I want to have a little chat to Chris first. I'll have a chat to Chris first. All right, see you later. See you tomorrow. Thanks very much. Bye for now.